Washington. Starting at point, number 23, Jade Melbourne. Starting at small forward, number 5, Kelsey Holmes. At the other forward position, number 24, Aaliyah Edwards. Starting at center, number 31, Stephanie Dolson. Starting at the other guard, number 20, Brittany Sykes. The head coach of your home team. Ladies and gentlemen, your Washington starters.
It's the WNBA on 2K Sports. Welcome in, everybody. Tonight, it'll be the Chicago Sky going up against the Washington Mystics. Thanks for joining us. I'm Blake Suniga here with Brian Banafitemi and Tim Swartz. Things sure move fast in a shorter WNBA season. It's hard to believe we're getting close to the halfway point here.
Well, I like the quick pace. Every game matters, and teams have to adapt to changes fast. It's exciting.
I think fans would agree with you, too. I mean, there are really no dog days in the WNBA season. It's really a season where every game matters.
Here's Melbourne. Pass to Holmes. Edwards. It's Brittany Sykes on the wing, defended by Atkins.
The idea of setting a screen on that play, it was the good idea, the right idea, but the execution was not.
Yeah, you really want to set a hard screen, but you also want to make sure it's a legal one.
Now here's Vandersloot. Three-pointer. Edwards grabs the miss. Sykes, defended by Atkins. Here's Melbourne. Pass to Dolson. Lays it up and banks it in.
Scoring inside, it's about a lot of things. To me, touch is most important. And Dolson knows how to get the ball in the hoop.
Here's Nurse. Lets it go from deep. That one's off. She starts the game with a miss. Here's Melbourne. Defended by Atkins. Here's Sykes. And a foul called on the shot. Got her on the way up that time, so she'll shoot two.
First team foul.
After tearing her ACL twice in college, some may have quit. Not Brittany Sykes, who ended up leading her school to a national title game.
And the first one falls for her. And when you look at this Washington team, they hang their hat on defense. That's the priority.
Yeah, last year they were 4th in defensive rating. They have a great coaching staff that helps with scouting reports, defensive schemes that we'll see. And the Mystics do a great job, executing those scouting reports.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. First quarter, just over a minute played. Courtney Vandersloot for 3. Out of bounds, it'll be Mystics ball.
That is an unforced error if I've ever seen one, guys. Just not an ideal pass.
Pass to Sykes, outside Edwards. And we're just about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Melbourne shot is off. And here is Vandersloot. This one for 3. Here's Reese. And a good offensive board, and she gets the bucket.
Oh, they needed that one. Their first make in 5 attempts to start this game.
Pass to Holmes. Dolson. And here's Melbourne. Vandersloot defending. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
3-second violation. Sky ball.
Atkins. She's guarded by Sykes. And that one's good. Atkins. And it's a tie ball game.
And you see the grit of Atkins there. You simply cannot quantify how hard she plays.
It's Cardoso with the rebound. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. For three, Kia Nurse buries it from three-point range.
And everyone knows that Nurse can shoot it from distance. She likes to shake free from beyond the arc.
The Mystics on offense. Now Melbourne. To the inside. Dolson lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Found the soft spot in the D right there.
Now here's Vandersloot. Launches a three. And again, it's Chicago with a three.
Well, you got to get out on Vandersloot or she's going to make you pay from downtown.
The Mystics trailing. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. And it's good. 2 points. On offense, here the Sky. Atkins with it. Great D that time from Brittany Sykes. Pass to Dolson. Well-timed pass and goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
This is just unselfish basketball at its finest. You just know that Sykes' teammates appreciate her willingness to share the wealth.
Now here's Vandersloot. Launches it. They get the rebound. The three is up. The three-pointer is on target.
With the threat of Vandersloot's drive, sometimes she gets cleaner looks from the perimeter. And if so, she takes them.
To the middle. Here's Dolson. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed assist.
This is just incredible to watch. I mean, she's a perfect 4 for 4 to start this game.
Looking good, looking great. She's got a bounce in her step.
Courtney Vandersloot for three. Chicago the rebound. And the basket by Cardoso.
That rebound and the follow, it shows you what she's all about. Gritty, determined, and a soft touch to match.
And again, Stephanie Dolson.
Not much resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic. In fact, I'll just say it, they are automatic.
Hits it from three-point range.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass up.
Here's Melbourne. Sykes outside. Fires for three. It's hauled in by Reese.
Wide open misses like that can be confidence shakers.
Takes it from 10. No good on that shot. Aaliyah Edwards, strong defensive effort. It's Brittany Sykes on the wing. Mystics keep it alive. Edwards misses. Chicago in the lead. Pass to Atkins. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Sykes. Here's Melbourne. Vandersloot defending. Back to Sykes. Outside Edwards. Shot clock at 5. Sykes. Oh, Cardoso with the block. Offensive rebound. Edwards misses. Here's Chicago now. They lead by 4. Vandersloot outside. Makes the shot. Basket number 4 this game brings her up to 4 for 9.
Yeah, you know how a lot of people talk about flipping the switch? Well, her switch has definitely been flipped to on in this quarter, guys. I mean, just dominant scoring.
Already her second foul. She's in danger of getting into serious foul trouble early in this game.
Here's Holmes. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. Poked loose. Out of bounds, it'll go to the sky.
The ball goes
So
to
both
Chicago.
teams making some changes here.
Substitution on the court.
And here's Banham. Left side, Williams. Pass to Jefferson. And the rebound goes to the Mystics.
Boy, I mean, that shot had no chance of going in.
Yeah, there were a lot of other places she could have gone with the basketball instead of forcing that shot up.
Here's Chicago now. 6-point game. For three. Allen's shot is off. And Washington has possession. Here's Holmes. They get it again. And she can't stop this drought. Another miss. And that's out of bounds.
Ball is
Chicago
turned over.
will retain
The ball
possession.
goes to
So
Chicago.
close to picking that pass off.
Still a nice play, though, to make sure the pass didn't reach the target.
Jefferson outside. Lets it go. And it's Austin with the rebound. And here's Washington. They trail by 6. And so she draws the foul on the shot. Trip to the line to shoot 2. It goes on Michaela Onyenwere.
Third team
She's getting her
foul.
first free throw attempts of the night.
The line for your Washington Mystics.
The first one falls.
Shoot, Sutton. 2 shots.
Doesn't get the second.
2 minutes remaining. in
And
the
so
first.
it's
2
Chicago
minutes.
with it. Here's Jefferson. The shot, no good. Nice D from Diamond to Shields. Here's Sutton. Onyenwere covering.
The bucket wasn't well protected, but still, she couldn't finish. Too often, that's the story with her.
Here's Jefferson. Rebounded by the Mystics.
Well, offensively speaking, it has been a tough quarter for her.
From outside the arc. It's rebounded by Kune.
She is going to buy herself a ticket to the bench if she keeps shooting like she has this quarter so far.
Here's Sutton. Great D that time from Elizabeth Williams.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards here in the first.
Yeah, coming out of the gates with great energy. Kind of like they got shot out of a cannon. They're really setting the tone.
Assisted by
I like their hustle here early. They've struck first on the offensive glass.
Those second chance buckets really contributing to their lead.
Sutton. The Mystics rebound. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Muscling her way in for the board. Austin using her instincts.
Here's Chicago now. Leading by 5. Jefferson outside. The 3. Doesn't go that time.
A little in the hoop for her this quarter. She still hasn't gotten one, not one, to fall.
Here's Sutton. She's guarded by Williams.
2 points.
And the layup's good off the glass.
The second she got around the pick and shook her man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very well done.
Here's the 3. And it's Austin with the rebound. Outside to Shields. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
basket.
That's what I call pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open teammate was.
Austin with the steal. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close.
Your Washington
It's the
team.
Sky.
21,
They're up by 1.
The Chicago team.
And don't go away as we'll be
22.
back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a bit. And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter going. And when you consider how the Sky are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
I love the hustle they're showing here in the first.
It's showing up on the scoreboard, too. A lot of second chance points. And as you said, it's due to their hustle.
It's Kia Nurse on the wing. The three. And the three ball is good.
She found the perfect spot behind the arc there. A big gap in the D.
The Mystics trailing. Now Sutton. Pass to Kone. Diamond to Shields from outside. It's Cardoso with the rebound. Here's Chicago now. Let's go. And there are the Sky with another bucket.
You know, it's really her calling card, a smooth jumper. Nurse is a threat anytime she can get a shot up.
And there's the foul. It'll be on Kia Nurse. That's her first foul.
First team foul. In for Washington, Edwards.
To the left wing. Back to Edwards. The second chance effort, and she lays it in.
Defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And if they don't start showing some aggression, things are just going to get worse.
Now here's Nurse. 8 points for her. Back to Vandersloot. It's Kia Nurse on the wing. Second chance shot. No luck on that one. Great D that time from Brittany Sykes. Now here's DeShields. She's guarded closely. Good on the shot.
Well, you all see that painted area hit the logs to Shakira Austin. She takes it personal down low.
Vandersloot outside. Drops in the tray.
Can they make some sort of defensive adjustment? Because guess what? She is killing them from three-point range.
And even when they have closed out on her, she's still knocking them down. I mean, this is just an unbelievable performance we're seeing right now.
Here's Sutton. 5 on the clock. Oh, Cardoso with the block. Here's Atkins. The shot is good. Camila Cardoso making the play.
She had her head on a swivel and was able to still pick out the pass and get the assist.
Pass to Edwards. Sykes, defended by Nurse. Outside to Shields. Over Atkins. DeShields can't hit. Chicago leading. Here's Kia Nurse from the arc. And again, it's the Sky from deep.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force of this run.
And the points, they add up in a hurry when you give them looks from deep.
Here's Sutton. Back to Edwards. Kicks it out to DeShields. Over Nurse. DeShields can't hit.
Another miss. She's having an ugly game offensively.
Pass to Vandersloot. Nurse right side. From downtown. They grab their own miss. Courtney Vandersloot for three. Out to Nurse. Three-pointer. The Mystics pull it in. Sykes outside. Shot to end the cold run. And the layup is good.
Gifted with some serious handles. Sykes is such a difficult matchup for defenders.
Now a timeout called by Chicago.
What's a T-shirt? All right, fans, here's your youth dance squad. Make some noise.
And it's the Sky ball. It's Kia Nurse on the wing. Lets the three fly. Chicago again missing.
And she continues to search for her rhythm. It's eluded her so far.
And it's Dolson missing.
And she doesn't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions.
The shot. Nurse with the bucket.
She had put her foot on the gas pedal this quarter. She's doing a tremendous job leading their offense.
And they're looking for some kind of spark here.
Yeah, cold stretch offensively. They need a bucket.
Now here's Vandersloot. 14 points for her. Beyond the arc. Gets a three-pointer to fall.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
You're right. 3 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Pass to Sykes. Now Edwards. To the wing on the left. Here's Sutton. And nice D from Angel Reese. With the prospect of making a big lead even bigger.
They should jump at this chance. Stretch that lead out as much as possible.
And it's in.
Chalk up a few more points for them. This has been a one-sided game in just every area.
Absolutely. Their defense, their offense, it's all been outstanding.
It's just been a tremendous performance, Brian.
And so it's Chicago with it. Vandersloot outside from deep. And again, it's the sky from deep.
I mean, come on. You can't allow clean looks from deep like that. Hard to win games that way.
Yeah, most teams will take you to the deep end and drown you with triples if you let them. And that's what's going on here.
Here's Sutton. 5 points in the game. Pass to Dolson. Shoots the three. Atkins grabs the board. Here's Chicago now. 16-point lead, the largest margin of the game. Courtney Vandersloot for three. Fires from deep. Atkins. Here's Kia Nurse from the arc. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Ariel Atkins.
Timeout.
You can't just let a player like Kia Nurse get comfortable because she shoots it well on catch and shoots.
Time called here. The Mystics decide to talk it over. Courtney Vandersloot with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Simply, she is on fire from beyond the arc. It's time to start shaping the game plan around stopping her.
Here's Melbourne. Pass to Holmes. Here's Kone. Sykes with the ball. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot and will go to the line. It goes on Michaela Onyenwede.
Well, you don't always see guards that want to bring it down low. Sykes doesn't take a lot of threes because she'd rather pound the rock inside.
And that one falls, so she hits both of them. Chicago in total control. Here's Banham. And that one goes long. The Mystics on offense. It's Melbourne. And it's blocked by Courtney Vandersloot.
Well, she might be a point guard, but Vandersloot can block a shot or two because of her desire.
That's a jump ball.
So it's Washington now. Here's Banham. She hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Out of bounds. It'll be Mystics ball.
Washington ball.
So it's Washington now. 17-point game. Here's Melbourne. Vandersloot defending. Pass to Kone. Rebound Chicago. And here's Onyenwede. And stolen by Dolson. Now Melbourne. It's Brittany Sykes on the wing. Drills the three-pointer.
Well, beyond the arc, Sykes can be pretty choosy, but she finds an angle she likes and drills it.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Here's Banham. She's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Since the first quarter, we've seen them ease off of their long-distance attempt, and frankly, you should take notes on this one, Brian. That's probably a good idea.
Thanks, Tim. You know I'm always jotting down notes on my legal pad. Look, some teams would prefer to just shoot their way out of a slump, but getting a few to drop from in close is really a great way to get the offense back on track.
And I love that legal pad. You can get more info on it.
Yeah, don't read my notes, though. I got a lot of good stuff on it.
Here's Banham. The high post shot. Williams can't get it to go.
The defense can't make a habit of giving her that shot. She just doesn't miss many of them.
And it's Holmes missing.
We haven't seen them get to the line as much here in the second quarter. They might be settling a little bit too often offensively.
I think you're right, Tim. An up fake here or an up fake there, getting inside, that's how you create high percentage offense.
Yeah, you got to mix things up a bit.
Now here's Dolson. She's got 10. Pass to Holmes. Poked away. Allen with the steal. For three. And the rebound goes to the Mystics. And here's Holmes. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Pass to Kone. Shot clock at 6. Here's Melbourne. Fires the three. Banham with the rebound. Onion Wade up top. Foul call that time on the way up. And that'll give her 2 chances at the
First personal foul. First team foul.
first trip to the free throw line for her in this
At the line for the
So
Sky.
it's both teams making substitutions
Michaela
here.
Onion Wade.
Good on the second free throw. She got it!
Count it.
With the
Just
score,
in time.
your Washington Mystics.
A miracle heave
57,
to finish
the
off that
Chicago
quarter.
team.
How'd you get that to
51.
go down?
Fantastic shot.
And that concludes the first half. It's the Sky. They lead by 14. And we will be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. Well, it's been a one-sided affair through the first 2 quarters, but there is plenty of time to mount a comeback. Really, just an incredible game from Vandersloot.
And those threes have been dropping for her. Absolute dead-eye shooting in that first half.
Yeah, I'll say. I mean, this could not have been a more productive day for her from long range.
The shot by Nurse, no good. Pass to Dolson. Sykes with the ball. Melbourne. Vandersloot defending. From the yard. And it's Holmes missing. Now here's Vandersloot. Takes the three. It's good from long range.
With an array of moves at her disposal, Vandersloot's able to beat defenders in a number of ways.
And Washington has possession. Trailing by 17. Pass to Dolson. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Some solid defense there from Camila Cardoso. Here's Chicago now. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Courtney Vandersloot for three. Doesn't go for her. Now Melbourne. He has 5. Stolen by Camila Cardoso. Here's Kia Nurse from the arc. The offensive rebound. Pass to Vandersloot. Down low. It's stolen. Here's Holmes. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. Goes up again. And it's Dolson missing.
Ugly start to the second half, missing their first 4. They need to get on track.
Courtney Vandersloot for three. Connects
Courtney
from three-point
Vandersloot.
range.
Boy, not too much respect shown to her by the defenders.
And they could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Yeah, too many empty possessions. I mean, it's simple. They need points.
Dolson with it. Now guarded by Cardoso. Edwards with the bucket.
They got one. Now 1 of 5 here in the third quarter.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Courtney Vandersloot for 3. Pass to Reese. Atkins. Clock at 6. Courtney Vandersloot for 3. Good on the triple.
What an exhibition she's putting on today. This is about as hot as you can get.
Now Dolson. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. And here's Melbourne. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
I wasn't sure they should try to get the 3 right back like that, but hey, it worked out for them.
Now here's Nurse. 16 points for her. Cardoso. And she uses the glass on the layup.
Despite playing a lot off ball as a 2-guard, Nurse has developed a solid passing game.
To the paint. Stolen by Reese. Atkins with it. Now guarded by Sykes. And it's Atkins missing. The Mystics on offense. Pass to Melbourne. Sykes outside. Takes the 3. And it's Angel Reese with the rebound. Vandersloot with it. She has 29. Let's go with a 3. Now here is Atkins. Vandersloot outside. Back to Atkins. Nurse left side. Ripped away. And here's Melbourne. She's got 8. Sykes misses and close.
She's just not been on her game. The deficit, it's really not totally on her, but she hasn't helped the situation.
For 3, Kia Nurse. Here's Reese. And good work on the boards, and they pick up the second chance points.
The D-Cot caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance point.
They need more effort than that on the boards. That can't happen.
Absolutely.
And the Mystics call time here.
Coach does not look happy. Their defensive rebounding has been putrid, and they're giving up a ton of second chance points.
Give them a hand, fans. Your youth dance squad.
Pass to Sutton. To Shields. Defended by Atkins. Fires from the line. And it's Angel Reese with the rebound. It's Kia Nurse on the wing. 16 points for her.
Even though she's little compared to the bigger players on the floor, she's done some tall work on the boards.
Outside to Shields. 6 on the shot clock. And here we go. Vandersloot right side. Now Holmes. She hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Pass to Austin. Holmes. Back to Austin. Good on the short little jump shot.
Very clever passing. She put that ball on a silver platter for her.
Time called here. The Sky decide to talk it over.
There they are, fans. Your Washington Dancers.
Chicago with the ball. Jefferson outside. There's the 3. Cans it from downtown.
And add another three-pointer to their second half total.
They came out of the break dropping bombs and are just not letting up.
You'll love to see that.
Here's Melbourne. 8 points for her. Here's to Shields. Here's Austin. A beautiful reverse layup.
Her quickness and soft touch around the rim, it allows her to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in the arsenal.
For three, Kia Nurse. Offensive rebound. Inside. Shakira Austin with the steal. And here they come. It's Melbourne. And she takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
She can time her passes so perfectly. What an assist.
Now here's Jefferson. Puts up a three. A rebound by DeShields.
It's been that kind of a game for her, but look, the team is still winning, so keep your head up and just try to move on and be better from this.
Here's Jefferson. There's the triple. Drains the three-pointer.
Well, Jefferson does not take a ton of shots from downtown, but she does hit at a solid clip.
Pass to Holmes. The three ball. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Right back at you. They immediately get those 3 points back.
Just trading punches from long range.
It's been a heavyweight fight.
Now here's Allen. Covered by DeShields. Jefferson with it. To the wing, right side. Here's Williams. Great D that time from Shakira Austin. And these guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assist.
When everybody's involved offensively, it's in a way helping you defensively too.
Now here's Williams. Looking for her first basket still in this one.
Well, Williams is a center who battles inside. I mean, she's not a player you're going to be seeing jacking up too many threes.
Ball's knocked loose. And here we go, the sky fast break. Here's Allen. Pass to Jefferson. Williams, guarded by Austin. 6 to shoot. For three, Kia Nurse. And it's Austin with the rebound.
Yeah, so much for repeating the three-point barrage she put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second half.
It's Melbourne. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
First personal
It's going to go on Jefferson. This is her first trip to the free throw line tonight.
For Washington,
Jade Melbourne.
And she sinks the second. Here's Banham. To the paint. Here's Nurse. Missed inside. So it's Washington now. Out to the left wing. It's Melbourne. And the ball out of play. The Sky will have it.
the ball goes to Chicago. Substitution on the court.
Here's Chicago now. Here's Kia Nurse from the arc. That one doesn't drop.
She is frigid from three. I don't know what's worse, the fact that she can't hit anything from out there, or the fact that she keeps on trying to.
They get it back. Melbourne. Off on the layup. 6-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Banham. And 2 free throws coming up as she misses that one, drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there.
First team foul.
And it's her first trip
At
to the
line
line.
for the Sky, Rachel Banham. 2 shots.
That one's off. She hits the second from the line. The Mystics really having a tough go here. Some tough offensive sets, and they really want to turn it around.
They got to lock in and need a basket just to regain some momentum.
Don't need much range to hit from that distance.
Here's Atkins. Nice D from Diamond to Shields.
And terrific defense at the rim got right in her path.
And you know they'll be worrying about her next time they take it inside, too. And really, that's what great
That's the end
defenders
of the
will
third
do to you.
quarter with the score.
And here at the end of the third
Washington
quarter,
Mystics,
it's a double-digit ball game.
The Chicago
The
Sky,
Sky up 19.
73.
And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this.
This definitely deserves the prize. She read the defense like a point guard and put that pass right on the money.
That's just some real versatility coming from her. Not something that the majority of them possess.
And we welcome you back as we get going into the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Pass to Sykes. To Shields. The three-pointer off the mark.
Well, Tim, they've only got a slight edge in rebounding, but it feels a lot bigger than that.
The score has a lot to do with that. Their overall effort and execution have been superior.
What a top-notch game she's having. And really, she's got her team in front, and it sure seems like she's going to keep them there if she can continue to play like this.
Brittany Sykes attacking, and that one good.
It's tough to derail Sykes once she makes up her mind. She's so good at creating driving lanes.
Pass to Cardoso. And she was
Washington
fouled on the
foul.
way up. 2 free
Shakira
throws for
Austin.
her.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Sky,
The first free throw is good.
Cardoso. 2 shots.
So after making the first, she goes 1 for 2. And Washington has possession. Here's Kone. Mila Cardoso gets the board. Outside Atkins. It's Kia Nurse on the wing. Rebounded by the Mystics.
Well, she didn't have a hand in her face, so I thought she was for sure going to bury that.
Here's Sykes. And she gets it to go.
Offensively, Sykes is in the zone right now, making it look easy to find points.
Vandersloot outside. From past the arc. To the left side wing. Jacks up a 3. Nurse outside. The tray. Bangs home the trifecta.
Three-pointers keep dropping. You sense the frustration mounting for these defenders, their coaches, their fans, everyone.
Yeah, they just have not been able to take that shot away.
But they recover it.
You know, their offensive rebound, it's been a big story today. And even with the big lead, they're still showing more hustle on the boards.
Now here's Vandersloot, covered by DeShields. Out to Atkins. Nurse outside, fires the 3. And it's Kia Nurse again missing. And here's Washington. Outside Edwards. Pass to DeShields. Looking to end her cold spell. Tries yet again. Tough break there. Shot after shot, but they couldn't get anything to fall.
A rough quarter scoring the ball. She's not helping.
Here's Atkins. And so she earns a trip to the line.
Stephanie
Official saw the
Dolson.
contact, and
First
she'll
personal
shoot two.
foul. Second team.
Stephanie Dolson picks one up.
A
line
relentless
for the Sky.
note-taker and
Ariel.
film watcher. Atkins soaks up basketball like a sponge, and I think it's what leads to her success on the court.
They get a hand on it, and stolen by Courtney Vandersloot. Launches it. Sinks the three-pointer.
Courtney Vandersloot.
What's got into her today? This is getting ridiculous.
Here's Melbourne. Vandersloot defending. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth.
Another good rebound. She's pulled out a bunch. Hasn't mattered that you know what? She's a little size challenge in the post.
Pass to Melbourne. Dolson. Here's Holmes. A putback. Now Edwards. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but still come up empty. Courtney Vandersloot for 3. Edwards grabs the miss. And Washington has possession. Dolson, shot's good.
Now that's a quick bucket. She's very solid in transition.
Well, she does love the chance to get out and run.
Courtney Vandersloot for 3. Kept alive. Three-pointer. That's in there. Angel Reese with the assist.
Yeah, it takes a lot of grit going after loose rebounds on the offensive end, and they've shown they have it all with these boards.
And a lot of second chance buckets to show for it. You know, those can be so demoralizing for the defense.
Yeah, she's got a great stroke. I mean, that one almost dropped.
Yeah, we've seen it a lot of times that she'll hit those shots no matter how tight the D is.
Reese gets the bucket.
Assist goes to Courtney Vandersloot.
Here's the Mystics with the ball. They really want to find that igniter here.
That's right. Their offense is ground to a standstill.
Maybe you need to suit up, Tim. They need a spark. Here's Sykes. The rebound by Camila Cardoso. Down low. And that one goes in as she's fouled. It'll be 3 points if she can convert the free throw.
At the line for the Sky, Angel Reese.
And the free throw, no good.
They're working hard to get inside and draw contact a little more than they did in the first half, Tim.
You know, and defensively, if you're trying to battle back, you can't keep sending them to the line.
Pass to Sutton. Clock at 6. And she can't stop the run as that misses. To the middle. Here's Reese. It's in, and she's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game. Oh, wow, guys. Doesn't look good. We've got an injury here.
Well, injuries, they're just such a tough part of the game.
And impossible to tell just how bad it is, but she's definitely coming out, and that may be all for her today.
Zika Cone.
Now Sutton. Kone. She's guarded by Williams. Pass to Sykes. Just 5 to shoot. Knocked away. And the ball out of play. The Sky will have
The
it.
ball goes to Chicago.
Picked off midair. Here's Sutton. Banham with the rebound. Chicago with the ball. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Jefferson, no good.
Well, despite her ineffectiveness, the team has found other scoring options.
Sutton with the bucket.
And just a huge hole in the defense, and she didn't waste any time going through it.
Out to the wing. Jefferson outside. Puts up a 3. And she's good on the 3 ball.
Man, this fourth quarter has been tremendous, really, for them from three-point range.
Yeah, a ton of their points coming from long range here. What a barrage.
And what a time to hit the threes.
Pass to Edwards. Over Reese. Edwards with the bucket.
Edwards. The assist. Shoot.
Jefferson with it.
Sutton.
Allen with it. There's the three. And here's Williams. Pass to Banham. Here's the three. Sutton with the rebound. It's Melbourne. Brittany Sykes has room, and she wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Puts her awareness on full display. Sykes knew exactly how much time she had for the catch and shoot.
Here's Jefferson. And it's off from three-point range. The Mystics on offense. It's Melbourne. And another shot. Just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty. Here's Allen. And the Sky get it back.
Tough play underneath to give them another possession. And that's just really what they're hoping for.
Right.
A little more time off the clock.
Here's Melbourne. Pass to Edwards. Sykes. Here's Kune. Banham with the rebound. Now it's Reese. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
So crafty in the paint. Jefferson can outplay just about any interior opponent.
And here's Sutton. And that's a foul called on Jefferson.
Mariah Jefferson.
That's foul number 2 for her. So both teams changing it up here.
Substitution on the court.
So it's Washington now. It's Brittany Sykes on the wing. She's covered by Allen. Here's Sykes. The Mystics again can't hit. Chicago with the ball. Here's Allen. And again,
Rebecca
it's Chicago with a three.
And they're not finished yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, they're not taking any chances. This is how you close a game out.
Just look how happy their coach is.
Kone can't get it to go. Now Allen. Pass to Jefferson. Banham. Back to Jefferson. Three-pointer. Edwards grabs the miss. Outside to Shields. Here's Kune. Up top to Shields. Sykes with the ball. Back to Shields. No problem for Chicago as they get the win. And this crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
Boy, I mean, for us too, it was shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the type of win they had tonight.
So that's going to do it for this one, folks.